After the successful completion of 15 chapters, the last chapter in second PUC biology, environmental issues, which is very important for NEET examination, and here there where the questions will be asked for NEET, expected questions I will inform you, then hence it becomes easy to make you the subject very easy. I am doing all these classes. The last chapter is environmental issues. So, pollution. Pollution. What is pollution means? It is an undesirable change in physical, chemical, biological features of air or atmosphere. It is an undesirable change in physical, chemical, biological features of environment due to nefarious activities of man, which cause deleterious effects on life, called pollution. In general. That is, it is the undesirable change in physical, chemical, biological features of the environment due to wicked activities of man, nefarious activities of man, which cause deleterious effects, harmful effect on life, that is the living organism, produces, consumes, and decomposes, called pollution. So the major types of pollution are the air pollution and water pollution, even noise pollution, discussed in these chapters. So the first one is air pollution. Same definition it holds, and that means it is the undesirable change in physical, chemical, PCB, physical, chemical, biological features of air or atmosphere due to baneful activities of man, wicked activities of man, or nefarious activities of man, which causes deleterious effects on life, that is living organisms, called air pollution. The agents which cause air pollution are called air pollutants. Air pollutants are the particulate matter, which are less than 2.5 micrometers according to IUCN 2004, which are less than 2.5, really harmful. This is about the particulate matter, the dust particles present in the atmosphere forms the major constituent of the particulate matter. Gases emanated from the chimneys of the factories like carbon dioxide, combustion of coal, which releases carbon monoxide, and the thermal plants also release particulate matter much. The particulate matter, that is very, very important, and the thermal plants also release the particulate matter, the dust particles, etc. And the combustion of coal, as I told you earlier, and the other things are the radioactive waste, that is nuclear fallout. These are all the things which makes air pollution, and oxides of nitrogen also causes air pollution. So coming to the first one is the air pollution because of the particulate matter, and then coming from the especially the thermal plants, the dust particles, they should be filtered and purified. That filtration and purification can be done by the electrostatic precipitator, which contains the dry air scrubber and the water or lime spray, and there are certain plates which are, that is called plate grounded electrostatic precipitators. And here in this electrostatic precipitator, a temperature of more than 1000 volts maintained as produced by the electrodes. These electrodes produced more than 1000 volts temperature creates corona. These corona produces the electrons which combine with dust particles and allow these dust particles to settle down. That is, the plate grounded electrostatic precipitator attract these negatively charged dust particles. And here one more important thing is the velocity of air. Velocity of air allows dust to fall. Velocity of air pass. So from one side the dusty air, and from another side the pure air. And this also consists of scrubber. Scrubber removes the sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide, which is the harmful air pollutant. So this is about the first one, that is the particulate matter and its purification and measures to control the particulate matter. Next is motor exhaust. Motor exhaust chiefly contain carbon dioxide and even carbon monoxide. Of the two, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide is highly dangerous. That is more toxic than the carbon dioxide. As carbon dioxide, it forms only doesn't form acid rain at all. Even carbon dioxide more toxic is the carbon monoxide, as it readily combines with hemoglobin to form carboxyhemoglobin, which decreases the oxygen supply. That is very important. And for these motor exhausts, there is carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur and all those things. Catalytical converters are used. Catalytical converters contain the platinum, palladium, rhodium. If you are interested in chemistry, that is platinum having the atomic number 78 and the palladium of 46 and rhodium of 45 atomic number. So they are the catalytical converters. They convert the carbon monoxide and nitric oxide pollutants, carbon monoxide and nitric oxide, into carbon dioxide and nitrogen gas. And they also reduce the sulfur dioxide content. Thus, these things are very important. There is the catalytical converters. Leaded petrol affects the catalytical converter. So only unleaded petrol has to be used. And then, of all the there are about 41 countries in the world, the polluted countries. It is the Delhi which occupies the 4th position in the most polluted cities in the entire world. Of the 41 cities, Delhi considered as the 4th most pollutant city. That is very unfortunate thing. That is the details given in 1990. And then the next thing is, so nowadays in Delhi they are using CNG for fuel. That is the CNG used. CNG is better because doesn't produce much pollutants and neither can be siphoned off nor can be adulterated. Hence CNG is very good fuel used for it is better fuel. And there are certain norms like Euro 2 norms, which has reduced about 350 millions of 350 ppm parts per million of sulfur and 150 ppm of petrol, that is sulfur in petrol, and 50 ppm of the sulfur in petrol, and in diesel it is 35 ppm of sulfur in the diesel, decreased by Euro 2 norm. And apart from this, The atmosphere consists of 0.03% of carbon dioxide. An increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide also increases the temperature. This we can feel at the greenhouse, hence it is called greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. We have been experiencing global warming because of the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. The chief greenhouse gases, 60% contribution from carbon dioxide, and next to this is 20% methane. This is also very important. Sometimes they will ask the chief greenhouse gas next to carbon dioxide is methane, 20%. Next to this CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, 14%, and 6% from the oxides of nitrogen. So 60% carbon dioxide, greenhouse gas, and then 20% methane, and 14% CFCs, and 6% oxides of nitrogen. So this global warming, it creates the global warming. So this global warming, they redirect the carbon dioxide produced to the earth and increases the temperature. So this kind of abnormal increase in the temperature, it melts the ice present in the polar regions, even in the Himalayas. This ice, the melting of the ice sudden causes floods and havoc and loss of a lot of economic damage to the countries, even for London, Bombay, etc. The coastal cities are affected. And after many years, what happens, even the complete ice melts away, and this creates a water scarcity also. The major thing, effect of this global warming is El Nino effect. Sudden drastic change in the climatic conditions. That means when we expect rain, rain doesn't come. When we don't expect rain, heavy rainfall. So this is known as the drastic climatic changes called El Nino effect. It is chiefly because of the global warming. And there are other things which cause the air pollution. That is chlorofluorocarbons. Ozone is the protective layer which is present in the stratosphere. The ozone, and this ozone is the protective layer. It protects us against the harmful UVB rays. UVB rays are harmful. It protects us against the harmful UV rays and acts as a protective layer. And ozone thickness is expressed in terms of Dobson units. This is also very important. And this, if the ozone is depleted, chiefly that is by chlorofluorocarbons. So chlorofluorocarbons can, with the ozone, the breaks creates ozone hole. The first ozone hole appeared in 1980 Antarctica, that is in 1980 the ozone hole. If the ozone layer is depleted, all organisms are affected, and these UV rays, harmful UV rays, bring about undesirable mutation, that is sudden change in hereditary material, even aneuploidy, skin cancer, and all those things. And it also causes snow blindness, cataract, etc., or the various effects of the ozone thing. And there is a 3 Mile Island because of nuclear fallout in the 3 Mile Island and the Chernobyl incidents. These various rays, alpha rays, gamma rays, beta rays, they bring about mutations and affect the organisms. This is also very important as far as the air pollution is concerned. So, coming to the water pollution. So, it is undesirable change in physical, chemical, biological features of the water, which makes water unfit for drinking. That is called water pollution. The industrial effluents. Industrial effluents are very important things. Industrial effluents contain the heavy metals sometimes and that is more than 5 grams per cubic centimeter, cadmium, copper, lead, etc. These industrial effluents. This makes what they make means the lakes, the aging of lakes, natural aging of lake by nutrient enrichment because of industrial effluent, which usually this called eutrophication. For example, Eichhornia grassipis, which is not indigenous species. It has been imported because of its beautiful color, the mauve color of the flowers and the shape of the leaves. It has been imported, and this also, and some algae also, that is algal blooms also causes this kind of enrichment of the nutrient enrichment causes aging of lake. The lake which was cold because of these nutrients, because of eutrophication, sudden growth of plants becomes warmer and shallower. So this is the effect of, and reduces the BOD, biological oxygen demand. Biochemical oxygen demand will be reduced because the eutrophication reduces the dissolved oxygen content. Hence, the demand for the biochemical oxygen demand by the decomposers created, and this BOD is a measure to find out the organic pollution. And next to this, there are certain non-biodegradable substances. Non-biodegradable substances like DDT, etc. Everyday intake of non-biodegradable substances get accumulated in organisms, and subsequent their entry into the food chain, different components of the different trophic levels of the food chain, is known as biomagnification. The cumulative concentration of non-biodegradable substances which are neither excreted nor can be metabolized. Such non-biodegradable substances, cumulative concentration of such non-biodegradable substances in the human beings and further subsequent in organisms, further subsequent their entry into the trophic is called biomagnification. So it is given in the book. It is in the water, the DDT content is only 0.003 ppb parts per billion given, and next to this in the zooplankton it is only 0.04 ppm. Here B is given, there M is parts per billion, that is in water, that is 0.003 ppb of DDT, and in coming to the zooplankton, as it comes to the zooplankton, it is only 0.04 parts per million ppm. That is very important. And then next to this, small fishes 0.5 ppm and large fish 0.2 ppm, and in birds more than 5 ppm, that is even up to 25 ppm in birds. You can see in birds the premature hatching of eggs takes place. This results in DDT and reduces the birds number. This is about the eutrophication as well as its effects of non-biodegradable substances, etc. So how to control this means foam. Friends of Arctic Marsh, FOAM. Friends of Arctic Marsh. So they grown in 60 acres of marshy areas. Certain marshy grooves are grown. They act as filters and purifies the water. And certain bacteria and fungi also seeded in that area so that they oxidize the other ways. So this is how to purify this the water that is in marshy areas. And coming to the other things given in the book are Ahmad Khan. So he used certain bitumen and polyblend. The plastic substances, recycling of plastic, polyblend and bitumen he used, and with the help of RV engineering college, he laid about the roads of 40 kilometers. That is, recycling is also very important, recycling. So even the India, China, Pakistan, e-waste are recycled, and also some of the metals which are very important, copper, iron, tin, and then gold also will be recycled. And only eco toilets can be seen in India. In the Kerala state, we can see the eco toilets that reduces the pollution, and the land fills, sanitary wells, and all those things, other things. And Ramesh Chandra Daga, so he used one method. So what method means? The product obtained from one project is used as a raw material for the another project. That is also reduces the water pollution and other pollutions because of recycling and reuse. So there is gem cultivation, that is also very important. Sometimes the trees are cut off and the ashes used as fertilizers, and once again the cultivation is done, that is called gem cultivation. That is also very important. And in the last aspect, it is given in 1731, king of Jodhpur, he wanted to construct a palace for him, for which he ordered his men to go to the forest to bring about the furniture, timber required for them, wood required for them to build a palace, and he ordered his men. So his men went into the villages, and they wanted to cut off the kaju trees, which were very sacred to the Vishnu people there. So the Vishnu people opposed this measure of the king and embraced the trees opposing the measure of the king. But for these soldiers, trees mattered much more than their life. What a beautiful sentence. Trees mattered much more than the lives of Vishnuvas. They cut off Amrita Devi and her daughters also, and many Vishnuvas sacrificed their lives. Hence, this is the first thing, and later, because of the much opposition, the act was stopped, and hence Amrita Devi Vishnu Wildlife Protection Award. Also nowadays the government has been giving. And in 1974, Chipko movement, embracing the trees, that is also one important thing. Apart from all these things, the other things given are the noise pollution. If the noise exceeds 150 decibels, this results in sleeplessness, heartbeat increases, it also alters the breathing rate, which affects the lungs especially, etc. So that is about the sound pollution. So there are certain things, measures which we can use to reduce the unwanted noise and all. So other things I just omitted are only the years of, say for example, Environmental Protection Act, that is in 1986, Air Prevention and Control Pollution Act at 1981, Water Control Pollution Act in 1974. And in 1980, Joint Forest Management and Vana Mahotsava like that. And in 1988, National Forest Policy. And then there is one protocol being done to control the ozone depletion, that is called Montreal Protocol, that is in 1989. So this is about in detail the environmental issues. With this I have completed all the chapters of second PU. It may up to the 40% or 40% questions appear from the second PUC and remaining 60% from the first PUC for NEET examination, and 60% because 22 chapters are there in the first PUC examination, and hence first PUC more important than the second PUC. But I completed only the second year, and in first PUC already completed 7 chapters, and I am going to complete within the stipulated time at the remaining chapters. Hence, please subscribe, study well. All the best, all the best, all the best. Thank you very much, as I completed all the 16 chapters in the second PUC. Very important and easy. Thank you. Please subscribe.